go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Masters Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host today, Ryan, aka the Doc. I'm here as always with Dynasty Owl. Al, say hello to the people.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. We are unfortunately without our fearless leader tonight, which I'm sure you've figured out if you've watched our quarterback and running back waiver wire shows. JK a little under the weather, so we're rolling without him. It's tough, but we got to make do. You gotta pay the bills. So we're out here grinding, and we're out here with some wide receiver picks for you. And I like a lot of receivers that are out there. I will just say that. So I'm gonna toss it over to Al. Who do you got this week? Who should the people pick up?
Sure, I got a guy we've talked about him a lot on our Dynasty shows, a lot in the off season. So if you're a longtime listener, you know the name. We like Darnell Mooney, a guy who came on pretty strong in his rookie year. Had some viral clips burning Jalen Ramsey on some double moves, but then couldn't get a pass that was catchable. But so Darnell Mooney, he's averaging over 10 points a game. He's had over 15 2 out of the last 3 games, an 18.5 week, a 6.5 week, and then a 15.5 week. So little up, little down. But when bye weeks start hitting, you need that big play threat. That's what Darnell Mooney is. He's not your safe, get you 10 points type player. He's your get your 20 or get your 5 type player. But this is the point in the year where you got to take some of those shots. He's a guy we like. I think the chemistry with Justin Fields is going to start to build. It's pretty impressive that he's doing decent this year so far with only 1 touchdown. So that touchdown positive regression starts happening and he finds the end zone a little more often. I think the fantasy points will look quite nice. So Darnell Mooney is my guy. I think he's going to get involved here a lot coming up, and that's all I got.
Absolutely. I love that take. I love Darnell Mooney too. He's a guy that I saw get cut in a lot of my redraft leagues, and he's a guy that I added in almost all of my redraft leagues. I just think he's a great talent. And like you said, he showed some good chemistry with Justin Fields early, and I think it's just going to keep blossoming. And I think he's going to be a really nice player to have on your roster. My guy I'm going to go with is Lions receiver Amon Rosssaint Brown. Quintez Cephas probably out for the year. Tyrell Williams, Dan Campbell said he's probably not going to be back anytime soon. And, injuries galore on that offense. It was already pretty barren at wide receiver. Last 3 weeks, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8, 8, and 7. Those are his targets. So he's being looked at and thrown to quite a bit by Jared Goff. The Lions absolutely stink and will continue to be behind in games and will continue to have to throw a lot. So I have faith that Amon-Ra St. Brown will be a solid fantasy receiver, and he honestly has potential to be a really, really good fantasy receiver if the touchdowns start to come with those targets. I think it's a no-brainer guy to add. He's been good. He's been getting targeted. Again, it's just a matter of time until those targets turn into touchdowns. I think he's a good guy for not just this week, but for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah, I love that take. And, for any of you who are longtime listeners of the show, this is a guy we talked about a lot before the season. Wasn't our highest upside rookie, but we thought one of the safest floor rookies coming out, especially for year one. In this offense, we thought he could see 100 targets easily. Don't know what he's on pace for right now. Probably not quite that, but like you said,
that's a lot for 3 weeks.
Right. I said the uptick's starting to come up though. So Amon-Ra St. Brown could really put up some numbers here as he was a pro-ready receiver coming out. So yeah, like that pickup a lot.
Excellent. Any other receivers that you like this week, Al?
Oh boy. I did have some others and I kind of forget. Brian Edwards is a guy that's just always hanging around there that still hasn't quite fired yet, but I always like it. Robbie Anderson's a guy who got dropped in a ton of leagues that I think, I've never been a huge Robbie guy, but I think the fantasy points are going to start to come again.
I agree.
Yeah, those are a couple other names that are always popping around my head. KJ Osborne, another one catching that walk-off game winner.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That was awesome.
What about you? Got some names floating around in the back of your head?
No, not really. None, pretty much none. Yeah. But I do kind of like Donovan Peoples-Jones. I will say that. I know he kind
Little.
of caught a fluky Hail Mary, but
Mhm.
he continues to pop. I know we talked about him a little bit, but I mean, Odell got banged up again yesterday. I mean, I don't know that he's going to miss any time, but I mean, it's just, you've seen Jarvis now get banged up 2 years in a row after missing like no games. Odell obviously has missed a lot of games. And yeah, the Browns defense is putrid, so they need to be throwing the ball. I like Donovan Peoples-Jones.
DPJ.
Yes, sir. Anything else you wanted to say to the folks out there, Al?
That's all I got.
All right, then we will
Thanks
wrap it up for the wide receiver show. As always, too, I will say mastersfantasyfootballleagues.com, the premier destination for dynasty, redraft, superflex, any kind of fantasy that you could think of. We've got it. We do it well. So come be a part of the Masters family, and also leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff on the YouTube channel, and comment some of those receivers you like to pick up for off that waiver wire this week. But until then, we will see you next week with some more waiver shows, and we'll see you this week with probably some more shows as well. So stick around. We'll see you next time.